by Dive on September 1st, 2016 in Dania Beach, Florida. We're going to look at the footer of the seawall, and after that we inspect the midsection and under the capping under the dock. So starting the section from the north side, this is the north-south bearing seawall. Cap appears to be straight, wall appears to be plumb. Some signs of erosion and ground settling in about 10 to 12 feet away from the seawall into the property, and we're going to commence the inspection momentarily. This is a T-pile and concrete panel wall. We're going to start looking at the first panel number 1. Panel number 1 has some penetration. Our stainless spike is able to penetrate underneath the panel in the center. Shows soft sediment. Panel itself is not showing any cracking, and let's check the radiuses. Radiuses appear to be in a fair condition. Panel number 2. Area shows at the south side of panel number 2 we could see some signs of erosion, and definitely fill was penetrating underneath the panels and coming out because there's a good hill, there's a good berm in front of the panels, and also you can see somebody placed just some rocks along the panels, and that does not really prevent erosion, so it's not really effective. Let's look at the radiuses. We can't look at the radiuses, but stuck my hand in there, and it is open on the corner of the radius, and that could be a big part of where the erosion is coming through, and also underneath the panel. Panel number 2 also has no cracks or hairline cracks in the panel surface. Panel number 3 in the corner is good on the piling on the north side. Let's look at the south side. Number 3 has one diagonal hairline crack along the south side of the piling, which would be piling number 4 if you count it from the north side, and it's a hairline crack, and there is definitely some form of undermining underneath the panel here. There's a berm, and it shows fresh fill in coloration. Panel number 5. Check the radiuses at the bottom of the panel. 5 is good. Shows no penetration. The radiuses are very flat here. They're not very beefy, so they'll hold for a while, but they're not in the optimal state. If you look, this is some form of weep hole that is completely clogged, and it's way too small for the size of this panel. And you can see the cloth is all clogged up, and I don't believe this weep hole is very effective. All the panels have them just in different heights because they were not drilled in the consistent height. Well, we are in panel number 5. Panel number 4, by the way, shows no cracking in the panel surface. Look at panel number 5, examine the bottom. Bottom of the radius is showing erosion, and also on the bottom of the panels there's not very tight soil. The soil is not dense underneath here, it's all sand, and so there's penetration underneath the panel as well. It's not severe, but it's definitely happening right here. And panel number 6, you can see the radius right here. It's a very thinly applied radius, so not a lot of material, so it's just kind of, you can see how it just deflects off, and if I hit it, it will just crumble, and I'm not hitting it hard. Panel number 7, let's check the bottom and the radiuses. Panel number 6 also shows some penetration underneath, not severe, and I think all the radiuses on the bottom seem to be open, at least most of them. Panel number 6 also has no cracks in the panel, so right now we only had one panel that shows a crack, and it's only a hairline crack. There's some small cracks on panel number 7, hairlines, but these are really superficial and not structural. There's some kind of a rust bleeding on the corner here of the radius, but that's rebar was left from the cap. And also the surface of the cap that is exposed, is not hidden by the dock, shows relatively good. There's no rust bleeds or any kind of hairline cracking, which is a good indication, and also it's a good way to see right now the plumbness of the wall. You see that it's still structurally sound. There are some erosion issues that were pointed to the potential buyer with regards to the neighbors already, but there's a lot of erosion right there, that area over there, coming underneath the fence, and therefore the fence, the wooden fence, is collapsing because of it, because of the lack of support. We're going to now look at the dock. We've already inspected from the top, and is the dock is relatively new. Probably give it the last 3 to 5 years it was built, maybe even less. The pilings were cased and filled with concrete. Appears to me, not all the way to the bottom, just almost to the bottom. They look good. The hardware used here is the correct size. It's 5/8. It could have been stainless steel, which would have made the structure so much more better in the longevity part of it, because it wouldn't have been corroding the way it already has started. The lumber is in good condition, and really there's not much to be said. This dock passes easily. Okay, that completes our inspection. This inspection 1st, 2016 in beautiful Dania